Okay, hope everyone is well. Let me know you can see me. Let me know you can hear me. Gonna make sure we are live at this week's Mega Hotseat. Let's see, make sure that we are live. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Luckily, you can't smell me. There we go. Mapul's here. Maria. Kubas from South Africa. David. Hope you're well, David. Who else we got? We've got Janley. We've got Maria. Cinder. Ray. Eliza. Sandra. Hope you're well, Sandra. Today's Mega Hot Seat, guys, okay, is going to be one of the most inspirational people that you've met. Okay, that you could meet. I don't actually know. This is kind of a bit of a strange one for me. I don't actually know. From Fiji, awesome. Thanks, Janet. AJ. Bevs. Bevs. You've changed your name. Oh no, it's a different Bevs. Iris, hope you're well. So today's special guest, okay, is extremely inspirational. I didn't know her full story until I saw it on Facebook. Okay, I didn't know her whole story. She is a VIP member, and she is extremely motivational. Okay, we all go through weird things, I think, and hard things in life. Okay, we all go through them. But today's special guest has probably had it a bit harder. Definitely had it harder than me, and probably a lot of people. But her attitude to life is absolutely amazing. Okay, so I want you guys to let me know how inspired you are from this person, because it's completely different. Okay, to what we're going to inspire you in a different way. Okay, so I'm going to bring our special guest on, okay, to inspire you guys. It's an amazing story for an amazing person. So I'm going to bring on our super amazing special guest. Shelley, you should be live now. I can't hear you, though. I muted you. Hold on. There you go. I can hear you now.
Thank you, Wayne. Good morning, everybody. I am very excited to be here. I have only been in Wayne's program for, going on 5-6 weeks now.
Yep.
And it works. First time I've ever made money online, and I am extremely happy for it.
Brilliant. Fantastic, Shelley. So, I said before the call, I said how motivational and an inspirational person you are. But can you tell everyone your story?
Yes, I'd be happy to. It doesn't bother me a bit. As everybody can see, I don't have a normal face anymore. I had a very serious bout with cancer about 9 years ago, and they told me, "Oh, you got 4 months to live, maybe." And I wasn't even allowed to go home for 3 months of that, and it changed my whole life. I took out 50% of the work I do. I still work a full-time job. I work remotely from home, and so that helps. I stay very isolated from the public. And I have had multiple surgeries on my face, and I was in ICU for 21 days. And but you got to get up every day. You got to keep going. If you fall off that horse, you better get back up on it, because if you don't, you never will. And so that's what I do. Even when I was healing after my surgeries, I would get up. I would have to go to the store. I took care of my wounds myself, and twice a week I'd have a nurse stop by to double check my wounds, and I had to have a speech therapist come in because I could not talk. Back then, I could not pronounce words, and at times I still struggle with that. Since those 9 surgeries back then, I've had to have more surgeries on both my upper and lower jaws. So thus, I have no teeth now because that's the one thing they didn't tell me about radiation is that even though you go through your 30 days and you stop the treatments, the radiation keeps killing everything until the day you die. And so it was really deteriorating my teeth. My teeth were not perfect to start with, but it just sped everything up and I was having horrible troubles. And so um, you just got to get up and keep going because I don't believe in the other and I love to help people. And I've been in the oil and gas industry for 45 years. And I want to retire. And when they told me I had 4 months to live, I gave everything away, all my retirement, everything, house, furniture, everything, because I didn't want it to go through probate and be a burden on my mother and my sister. Well, since then, my mother has passed, and God rest her soul. But, you know, we have to get up and keep marching forward no matter what. You just can't sit back and go, oh, woe is me, as much as I have my oh, woe is me moments. But you got to knock yourself or slap yourself upside the head and say, now knock that crap off. You got to get up and get moving. If you want something to change, you got to do it yourself. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to just fabricate into free air. You've got to put in the work and you've got to get it done.
Wow. I don't know.
Sorry, that was a mouthful for everybody.
That was an amazing. I'm just going to get some more people on here because.
Like you did that, I'm going to take a drink of my latte.
Your latte, yes. What an inspiration!
I love my latte.
Go have the coffee. What an inspiration! I don't actually know. Like I'm always trying to motivate people, trying to inspire people. But what you've just your attitude and the way you've been through what you've been through, what your outlook on life is just amazing. It always amazes me how people can take something like that. Like, because all I really have to do is wake up, do some work, and go to sleep. Like that's pretty much what I have to do. Like it's hard, but it's not.
They're just existing. In my mind's eye, that's like just waiting to die. You're not doing anything. You're not going forward. You have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And like today I am out of my comfort zone. I don't like talking to people, but this is good because this is taking me out of my comfort zone. And that's where we grow, is when we get out of our comfort zone. And it doesn't matter whether you fail or not. Failure is only failure when you stop trying. Other than that, you are just learning something. Edison didn't make a light bulb the first try. And so I don't know why people expect it should just rain money on them. It drives me nuts. I'm old school. I'm very old school on that.
I'm just trying to get people on here to watch this.
Oh, you're fine.
The comments are talking about how inspirational you are. Donna says, yes, love a latte. How do you it's just an amazing story. How do you have this attitude? Is it something like, did you go through, when you went through this, did you think, right, I've got to pick myself up? Or was it the way you were before and it's just like, right, let's just get on with it? How did you?
Oh, it's the way I was before.
I can imagine.
I believe. I'm just a kind of an unreal Gus, to be quite honest. When I first saw my mom after I'd had all this surgery and it was still swollen and only 30 days old, she's like, well, I knew cancer wasn't going to kill you because you're too ornery. And I said, well, that's fine. I am. And 9 years later, here I am 9 years later, and I'm cancer free. If you give up, you're done. You cannot give up. My grandmother Black always told me, Shelley, if you want it bad enough, it will come to you. Do not go the cheap route. You buy good quality stuff and you won't ever have to buy it again for many years. And I truly believe that. And I miss her too a lot. But you've got to dig down deep. And when I first woke up in the hospital, I had no idea I would not have a face anymore. I did
Wow.
not know that. And it was a shocker the first time I looked into the mirror and I just cried. I thought, oh God, you look like a monster, you know. But I was staying in my fifth wheel camp trailer um, in Salt Lake City, and I had this done at the Huntsman Cancer Center. And so I was there all by myself. I went through most of this journey 100% by myself. And so it's like, you got to eat, you got to make money, you got to pay the bills because those are the rules of life. And if nothing says it's going to be easy, and God has a plan for everybody. And I truly believe that. And everybody has a purpose. And mine is I love to help people. And it doesn't matter. I have four German Shepherds that keep me vertical. And I truly believe that they are my kids. They are just like my children, and I will come undone on somebody like nobody's business if they are ugly to my dogs. I mean, that is very serious. And and I miss my horses. I always had horses. In the background, you can see I still have my saddle. I still have my bridle. One day, I will have another horse. Um, I used to break wild mustangs for a time in my life, and I've herded a lot of cattle across the plains in Wyoming. And so, yeah, I've had an exciting life, I guess. It's not been normal. I've been a pilot. I've owned my own airplane before.
Really?
And yes, I have a Cessna 182, and it was in 1969, and its first
Wow.
long distance trip was to South America. And I'm like, I don't want to know no more. But the plane was good, and I loved it. And my sister was always teasing me about, oh, we went shopping, we did this. And I said, well, I went shopping too. I flew to Cabela's in Nebraska. And I said, they come out to the airport, pick you up, take you to Cabela's. When you get done shopping, they take you back to your plane, to the airport, and they load all your stuff that you bought in the plane. So that was kind of always a funny between my sister and I. She's a shopaholic. I hate shopping, other than for my dogs. Now, if it comes to my dogs, they're gonna get it.
Amazing. So I'm gonna put. Normally I have loads of questions, but I'm gonna put it to everyone watching because the comments have been amazing. Like I'm gonna be honest, I'm flabbergasted with your outlook. Like it is amazing. Okay.
Well, you
Um,
got to. You can't just roll over and die. And I don't ever see me retiring, even though I'm 64 years old now. And so I'm doing this to replace my 9 to 5, so I can retire from that and have an income because I gave it all away 9 years ago.
wow.
And so, I mean, 45 years in the industry sounds like, oh, she's got buku bucks. No, Shelly doesn't have buku bucks, but uh,
Buku. What?
bucks, dollars, money.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I will
um,
have, again,
you definitely will. Like you have what it takes. Like, so I'm gonna put it to people watching. Okay, Noreen. See the one thing, um, the one thing you've got the attitude, but you've got a way of telling stories. Okay, you need to use that. Like you could be a powerhouse in this game,
well,
because
I'm
you.
hoping to be. I'm striving to be that way. And I have to thank you and your program, Wayne, because I got a VA through your program. And she is awesome. She is wonderful. And I contribute what success we've had so far, a lot to do with her.
Well,
So we got to give credit where credit is due.
we true, but we were talking about this. Like I got to know your story through your Facebook post, and I said this at the start, and then you were like, "Yep, that was me in the VA," which is amazing. Like
Yeah.
the whole thing is amazing. She is a natural speaker. Have you ever done public speaking or anything like that before?
Well, I've done a lot of training in the oil and gas industry. I don't know if that counts as public speaking, but no, as far as getting up in front of like a town hall or anything like that. No, I haven't. My sister wanted me to go to public speaking and talk about my cancer and my journey.
Hmm.
And I just never did for whatever reason. It just didn't really appeal to me. Um, but I think it's very important for people to understand. It doesn't matter whether it's cancer and you lose your face or not, or you break a leg, or you lose a leg or a limb. You have got to keep moving forward. These are tests in our life, and we either learn from them or we let them defeat us and control us. And I don't know, Gus, and nobody's going to tell me what to do, whether it's die or whatever. I just won't accept it. It's like, hell no. So, anyway, sorry. But that.
So let's try, Shelley, and transfer some of this thing you've got into other people. Okay.
I would love to.
Let's try and transfer it. Let's give some people. So a lot of people will work hard for a week and then they'll stop and they'll work hard. I'm quite guilty of this sometimes. What would you say? Because you've got a big goal. You've got the real oomph. How would you transfer that? How would you get people to think to really motivate them?
The why is extremely important, and the why is what's going to keep you motivated. Now, I get up at 3 a.m. every morning, and people think I'm nuts. I work 7 days a week. I do something, and I write it down in a notebook. I have it right here, right here, of what I do every day. And I also record my wins, whether it's you thinking, oh, this didn't work. Well, that might not have worked. So now that you know that, you can go try something different that might work. And you got to persevere. That is the whole key. You got to keep going. I work 7 days a week. When I take a vacation, I sit here and work on trying to make money online. Period. End of story. And I have not had a real vacation since I was 19 years old. And so that's been quite a while. I don't even know if I know how to do that, but I'd love to find out. But I'd have to take all four of my dogs with me to make that work. But you just you got to do what it takes. And if you're not willing to do what it's going to take, then you never will be successful. And that's just the definition of insanity, really.
I love it. There's a big thing there, guys, that you mentioned, Shelley. Like, entrepreneurs are really harsh on themselves. Okay, really harsh on themselves, and we don't take time to appreciate the wins. Like, a lot of people think a win is $1 million a year or $1,000, but
it's not.
What?
It's not. In order to keep yourself motivated, you have to have a win every day. I don't care if it's getting off your ass and not watching TV and going and doing a load of laundry. It does not matter. If you are doing something and pushing yourself forward to do something, it's a win.
Amazing. Celebrate those wins, guys. Celebrate those simple wins.
Yeah, the simple stuff. If you made your post today, that's a win.
Yeah. And it's good because I didn't know you were nervous coming on here. I couldn't tell because you're just exactly the same. You're just a pretty motivational, inspiring person. But after this, after this live, I can imagine you'll be like, tick that off the list, and that makes you feel really good. And
this is my win for the day, right here so far.
So is that your kind of attitude? Right, I need to go out and find those small little wins because they're going to motivate me even more to take bigger wins.
Correct. And the more you celebrate your wins, the more wins you will notice, the more grateful you will be for those wins because they're actually helping you to grow. And you cannot, you're like you said in one of your trainings or one of your calls I was on, you're not born to be a millionaire. You have to learn how to be a millionaire. It's a journey. This is not a get rich quick thing. This is to keep you going and to create passive income. That's what we're all here for. And so if somebody says, oh, I don't care about the money, they're lying. And I'm sorry that sounds very harsh, but we're all here to make money. We are just finding ways to make it that is pleasurable for us and that we like doing.
Amazing. Fantastic. Celia says, awesome. Celebrate your win, even if it's small. This is a big thing, guys. It's a big technique I noticed early on as well. Is like do things for the feeling, and the big wins will come. Would you agree with that, Shelley?
Yes, I definitely agree with that. And I also feel like a gap analysis is critical, and that's probably my oil field thinking.
What is a gap
You,
analysis?
well, you probably do it, Wayne, but you don't realize you're doing it. And other people probably do too. A gap analysis is where you say, okay, you have two columns. One column, this works. The second column is this didn't work. The third column is what you're going to do next to try to make something work. And that's a gap analysis. So basically, you're taking what works against what doesn't work, and then you continue to apply what does work and bring in more and more things to make it work even better.
Fantastic.
I hope I said that right. I know what the hell I'm talking about, and I do it. And so, yeah, it is what it is. And you keep track, as you can see. I got my whiteboards all around my little office here,
Now,
and
that's an amazing way. A gap analysis. Write that down, guys. Write that down, because there's always. It is a kind of not a project management. It is a project management term, isn't it?
well, it is. But here's the key thing about it, folks. If you do a gap analysis on yourself or your business or your daily events, like your daily tasks that you do, and if you go, okay, I've got 5 things I do every single day, and then, okay, that's great. Those are 5 wins because you got them all done. But then if you add something to it, and that works too, or makes one of these other 5 more efficient, that's a huge win. And that the distance between what it is, say like you're only reaching out to 10% of people, and you do something different, that now you're reaching out to 50% of the people, that's the gap that you feel. Is that a better explanation for you, Wayne?
It is, and there's a good exercise for everyone to do.
Yes, and it doesn't matter what business you're in. You could be in this arena, you could be in the Shopify store arena, you could be in the real estate. It works in any business clear across the world.
Fantastic. I love the personal one, because this is every business is quite personal, isn't it? So
It is.
there's a thing for everyone to do. Okay, I'm going to set a little task for everyone based on that, Shelley, because I think that's fantastic. Write down where you want to be. Okay, write
Yeah.
down where you are. Okay, write down what you need to work on, and go and
To
do
get
it.
there.
Exactly. Because I think, Shelley, I think everyone actually knows what they need to do, but a lot of people make up excuses why not to do it.
That's correct. It's easy. It's called taking the easy path
Hmm.
in my vocabulary. And if you're looking for easy, you need to go find something different because easy does not exist and you will always be dissatisfied.
Exactly. There was something I watched the other day, so I don't know if you agree with this. Like, I think I can't remember who it was, but I've heard it many times over the years. Like, once you realise everything's hard, like being lazy is hard. Like it is.
It is
Like,
actually.
yeah. Like life is hard. Like business is hard. You just have to choose. In fact, another marketer said this to me on a call. Like you choose your hard. Like this
You
stuff.
do.
Yeah, this stuff can be hard. Like, but you can choose
Well,
if it's hard.
that's right. And I would like to speak on fear. FEAR, fear. Because what you will find, whether it's hard or fear blocking you, what people will find, and this is what I do myself, and I've done it for years. If it's hard or you're fearful of it, do those items first. And then once you get past those, you'll think, oh, well, that wasn't really all that bad now, was it? And so then you'll go do the easy task, but you just got to. It is so gratifying to know. Well, when you do something you're fearful of, and you conquer that fear, or that task that you thought was hard, that was holding you back because you're thinking it's overwhelming you. If you work on those type of items and get past them, then you'll see it's really not all that hard. It's not rocket science. It's just a matter of doing.
There was a book. There was a book around it. I think it's called "Bite the Frog's Head Early" or something. I can't remember the full. But
Oh, my saying is nip that thorn before it pokes you in the side.
exactly. Fantastic. So, guys, I'm going to put it over to you. We're going to give it 2 more minutes. Put it over to you to ask any questions. Like, you can, what Shelley's got, okay, you can learn. Okay, if you feel like you haven't got it, you can learn it. There's a gap analysis there. How did Shelley become so inspirational? How she got this outlook? Eat that frog. There we go. I know it's something. I just got it wrong. You can learn it. Yeah, you can learn this. Okay. So I want you guys to ask questions so you can kind of understand the way Shelley thinks. If not, I'm going to get Shelley to share something motivational to inspire people. Like, literally, guys, you can achieve your dreams, okay? And then I'm going to hand over to Shelley to finish it. So I said they can achieve their dreams, but what do they need to... How can they achieve
you're
their
asking
dreams?
me.
I'm asking...
I
I was speaking to everyone, but I want you to finish that sentence.
You always got to be working on improving yourself, whether it's in business or thinking or gap analysis. It does not matter, or just working on your own mental psyche, which I have to do a lot. And you've always got to be improving yourself. Period. End of story. Amen.
End of story. Amen. An amazing hot seat. One of the most inspirational people I've met. And I've actually loved having you on. So the comments, you probably haven't seen the comments, but you can look at them afterwards.
Oh, I can't see them at all.
No, I'll send a live training to you so you can see how you've affected.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's been amazing.
Thank you, because and see, and this is another. I'm glad you said that. Here's another thing that you'll learn traveling through life, and especially with recordings, which are really good. The first time you see it, you will get a small chunk of it. The second time you see it, you will learn something that you didn't get the first time around. And you might have to watch the same video 10 times, but you will always learn something new from it.
I agree. And you learn more when you watch a video, you start implementing it, you watch it again. That is exactly what I do. So you're right, Shelley. So Valerie's got a good question.
Okay.
So you said you're in years in oil and gas.
Yes.
She says she's in hard rock mining. Which I guess is fairly similar. She said, I'm guessing it's been...
sort of, but not. But yeah, go ahead. I know what she's talking about.
Okay, I have no idea. She said, I guess it's been a good career, as mine has been, but you obviously want more. Why has your career not been enough, and why more now? Interesting question.
Well, I have always tried to get more. And I did through the oil and gas industry. I wanted to go work overseas. So I actually did get to go work overseas in the oil and gas industry for a few years. And then I came down with cancer. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know. There's something inside of me that always feels, I know, baby, that has always felt like it's not enough. I need more. It's something that's deep-seated down into my soul that says, keep pushing. You got to do more. You got to do more. And it's not, being a millionaire would be wonderful, don't get me wrong, but money is only a tool to get what you want. Mm-hmm. And if you know what you want, you can work towards it. I hope, did I answer that for her?
You did for me, and I think you did for Valerie as well. this is something like I never knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted more. I wanted self-improvement for me to become the person I thought I could become. It's only probably been the last 3 years I've realised money is just a tool, and I know my why is travelling. Like I absolutely love it with my family. Absolutely love it. Like my why's so big. This last 2 weeks solidified it. It's given me more energy than anything in the world. So I fully get it. Like Donna says she wants more. Donna, you're gonna get it. You don't realise you're taking exactly the right moves. Like people want things fast. You're making the right move. So, Shelley, you've been so inspirational. I loved having you on. You need to do more.
I'm going to.
Because you're
Me and my
motivated.
brigade, we're going to crank it.
I love it. We're going to crank it.
She developed a picture that is so great. I loved it, and I know you will like it, Wayne. It's you in the Batman suit in the background with the full moon and a castle, and me in the foreground and my 4 dogs underneath me, and it says, "Let the superhero show you how." I just love that.
I don't have a castle. I am Batman. I don't have a castle. I'm going to have to save up to get a castle so I can fit into the image.
Well, yes, you are. When you get that castle, save one for me because
You want a castle as well? We can have castles. We can have castles next door to each other.
We could. I'll have to send you this because this is so good. Or can I share my screen real quick?
I don't know how that's going to look on this software because you're on a weird software. I don't know even if you can share screen.
Oh, so that's good. I'm glad I'm weird. I'm different. I am definitely not your normal person.
Yeah. Awesome. We're going to call it a day there. Valerie says thank you. She has the same gut feeling. There's nothing wrong with what. Yeah. And a lot of the time, like I have this internal battle. Like, you know, you are always enough, guys, and I think Shelley and Valerie will agree. You're always enough, and there's nothing wrong. Like when we say we want more, people think you want more physical stuff, material stuff. That's not what I want. I want more from life.
Inside.
Yeah, inside, more from life. Like I want to explore what life has to give. I think that's what you mean by want more. Like people who really want more, they don't mean I want a car, and like they just want more out of life.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Shelley, I'm going to send you a link to this. Inside,
well, thank you very much.
Inside team, so you can go through the comments.
I was really hoping you were going to beat me up. Is what I was hoping for.
Not today. That's next week.
I'll be ready. Bring it on there, big boy. I think you're shorter than me, but you go right ahead.
I'm shorter than everyone. People think I'm 7 foot tall, but I'm 5'1". Not quite that short.
Oh, good Lord, you are a shorty, aren't you?
No, I'm 5'7". There's nothing we can't.
Oh, you're still shorter than me.
Yeah, I'm shorter than most people. It's depressing. Even my 14-year-old's taller than me, which is really depressing because he tells me every day. Thanks for jumping on, Shelley. It's been enjoyable. Everyone, get to know Shelley. Like when you feel you need inspire, and follow her on social media because she will inspire. So thanks very much, Shelley. Thanks everyone for jumping on.